Hello and welcome. I'm Cloak and Dagrish, and today we are looking at Green Hell. If you haven't heard of Green Hell before, it is supposed to be the most brutal, hardcore survival simulator game on the market as of right now. And this game is a lot of fun, let me tell you. If you're one of my subscribers and checking this out, definitely watch this video. Check this game out. You won't be disappointed. If you already know about this game and you're interested in learning about more about it, I'm here to make some guide tutorial videos here. This game is pretty tough, and they don't always tell you how to do everything. The game doesn't hold your hand. They give you the basics, and then they just kind of set you loose in the wild here, and you're off to survive on your own. So I've decided to make a series of videos to help you in case you would maybe get stuck. So this game is set in the Amazon rainforest. It has a couple different modes. It is a PvE only game. There's no PvP, but there is a story mode, which it's a fantastic story. It's very gripping. It keeps you on the edge of your seat, keeps you playing. I love it. I've been playing this game for like 20, 30 hours. So much fun. They also have a survival mode where they just drop you in and you try to survive as long as you possibly can. It's kind of more of an open sandbox where you can build bases and stuff. And then they also have challenge modes where you have to complete certain tasks in a certain amount of time. So they have like one like as a fishing challenge where you have to catch every variety of fish within a certain time limit, stuff like that. But anyways, I'm going to be going through, most of my guides are going to be dealing with the story mode, but a lot of it will translate to these other game modes. So first of all, we're just going to go through the tutorial together. This is going to be my first video, and then my future ones, the next three will be talking about the survival basics, getting shelter, food, and water. But anyways, for the story, there are a couple different difficulties ranging from a walk in the park, which is super easy. It's more for if you just want to focus on the story and not so much the survival aspect. Whereas Green Hell is the brutal Dark Souls version of survival game, I guess you could say. If you're really looking for a super hard challenge, that is the game mode you want. Today we're going to be doing Welcome to the Jungle, which is like your average normal game mode, where King of the Jungle is hard and Green Hell is obviously hardest. So let's get started here. We'll save over that. Had some issues with recording, so we're going to be saving over that. But anyways, this is going to give you an introduction to the game. If you haven't started the game and you don't want any spoilers, click away now, because this is going to be dealing with the storyline. If you want to enjoy that firsthand for yourself, go do that first, and then if you have questions or if you get stuck, you can come back to this video and watch it, and hopefully we answer any of the questions that you have. If you have any questions that I don't answer in the video, be sure to drop them in the description or into the comments below. So there's some dialogue here. I'm going to let them talk, and then we'll continue once they're done here.
I'm here. Hey! I made it!
Is everything all right?
Yeah! You can come up!
You do know you have the walkie-talkie, right?
So we're going to hit T to talk to her with the walkie-talkie.
You can come up.
Just go ahead. I need to find something in my backpack.
They do give you dialogue options, but honestly, they give you pretty much the same outcome. So it doesn't really matter what you pick.
What exactly? The gear should already be at the camp.
You will know when the time comes. Patience.
Very well. You can catch up, yes? The path leads through that canyon.
I know.
Okay, so we start with the basics here. WSAD to move around. Shift key is for sprinting, which you will run into later. It's pretty hard to get lost. It's pretty direct here.
Oh, have you tied down the boat?
See. Jake, I know this might sound stupid under the circumstances, but I am glad we came back here.
Yeah, I feel you. The place is beautiful. Still.
Still, we can't forget what we came here for in the first place. I know. But as soon as we're settled in, I am off to the Jawahaka village. And what if they will not speak to us?
Come on, let's not get ahead of ourselves. You're a phenomenal interpreter. If anyone can communicate with them, it's you.
Good thing I have an anthropologist at hand, Dr. Higgins.
Alright, so we made it to the camp, so we gotta let her know that we are here.
Okay, I found the tent.
Is everything all right?
Spacious interior, luxurious cots, not all that fancy. Oh, and there's a dirt floor.
As long as it doesn't leak, I am fine with it.
Soul Trail always delivers. At first glance, it looks like we have everything we might need.
Perfecto.
Well, that's everything. We're officially settled in.
You know what that means, don't you?
I remember the agreement, but maybe we should reconsider this. I'm not sure it's the best idea for you to visit them alone.
Cariño, you know I have to do this. It's the only way to make them talk. Oh, don't worry. It'll be all right. Better pick up some wood. Let's have a romantic dinner.
Romantic canned beans.
Use your imagination.
Alright, so we need to make a fire. Is our next task here. If you want, you can run around and read the notes and stuff. They give you some tips for later on in the game. But anyways, so what they want you to do is you need to open up your selector wheel here, and they want you to go to your notebook. You can also just hit N to toggle your notebook open. And here you have kind of a crafting window for some stuff. It also has different information in here for like health and references and whatnot. But most of your crafting is going to be on this right hand side, especially for like base building and whatnot. They will give you a picture and a small description of what you got here and what you need for materials. So we need a fire. Now, in order to craft this, you need to click on it and then place it on the ground while it's white. If it's red, you can't put it there. If it's yellow, there's stuff in the way. Pretty straightforward. And then you need to gather the appropriate materials. So we need 6 small sticks and I believe 8 bigger sticks. We're going to pick up this machete and go cut down some trees.
Honey, I can't seem to find a bag or two. Are you sure you brought everything?
Yeah, everything the porters left. Why? Is anything missing?
I'm not sure yet, but it feels that way.
Okay, so as you saw there, chopped down that small tree and it dropped a bunch of little sticks. You have these longer ones. We could chop them in half and make sticks that way. You can always break them down. Otherwise, what you can do to save wear and tear on your tools, you can harvest stuff and he'll break it down without actually using the tool. So let's place the items in there. You can also break down sticks from your inventory as well too. So if you run short, we need one more stick here. Let's see here if we can find one on the ground maybe. Well, actually, we'll just chop down another tree. So we're gonna need stuff out of here. It's always good to have lots of sticks. You use them for building and making fires all the time.
Looks like everything's ready. Mia, can you bring me a lighter?
Remember when I mentioned we seemed to be lacking some equipment?
Don't tell me.
Yeah, we have no fire.
Not a single lighter? nor boxing matches. We ordered both. Did you check everywhere?
I did. You need to do it the old-fashioned way.
Well, not the best start of the expedition.
Okay, so this is where they teach you how to make a fire. This is where I got a little confused. Stuff didn't always quite work the way I wanted it to. But anyways, so we need to open up our notepad, and we need to build a hand drill. So we need a stick, or a plank, and a small stick. So let us check our backpack. We do have a stick and a small stick. So you open your crafting window here on the right, you'll get this rock. We're going to place our stick and our small stick there, and we can craft a hand drill.
I need to find something dry.
That part is pretty straightforward. Next, we'll need tinder. You can use either these brown leaves off the fern tree, or there's you can use a bird nest as well. Either or will work. I'll just cut this down quick to show you. You have to pick up the brown ones. It'll say dry leaves. You can use that as tinder. You can't burn these green ones. Use those for building. Alright, so once you're ready to start your fire, you need to open up your inventory and hit use your hand drill. And then take either your bird nest or your dry leaves, and you have to place them on the hand drill to make the fire. I don't know why I couldn't quite get it to work the first time I went through the tutorial, so I'm wondering if people also have the same issue. And then you put the embers on your fire.
The fire is burning.
Coming. Give me a minute.
How do you do it?
What?
You seem so calm.
I am calm. I don't know how to explain it, but strangely, it feels safer here than there.
Oh, I don't know. Jaguars, venomous spiders, and snakes. Let's not forget the scorpions. A mere ant's bite hurts like hell.
I am well aware of that. But still, we have a chance to achieve something. Make a difference. At home, all we could have done was be helpless and wait. I prefer the wilderness.
Yeah, you're right. I'm optimistic. If we're gonna find answers, hell, it'll be here. This time we need to pay attention to the slightest details. Last time I must have missed something.
Last time, you were only making general observations. This time, we have a specific goal.
Nonetheless, I'm a bit worried about you meeting the Yabawaka.
Everything will be fine. I need to go alone. We already agreed that's the only way. Besides, they don't seem to like you.
They don't seem to like outsiders. They shot arrows at a military chopper.
Hard to blame them. Since you published your book, they've been under siege by the media, scientists, doctors. The World Health Alliance established a medical camp and probably performed research, violating the tribe's taboos. But I will convince them. I have to.
All right. Next we gotta search the tent for a note.
Hello? Mia?
Hey, sleepyhead. Finally up?
You left already? Why didn't you wake me up?
You know I hate farewells.
Well, I was hoping we'd have breakfast together. You surprised me, that's all.
Admit it. You thought I forgot your birthday, didn't you? Well, I didn't.
Exactly what I wanted. It even has solar batteries.
And a macro element scanner. Check yourself to see if you're not missing any. We've been here only a few days, but stress can wear you out.
Tell me about it.
Alright, so this is super important. You hold F to look at your watch. This helps keep track of everything that's going on with your body. So the red one is proteins, The yellow one is carbohydrates, and the green one is fats. Blue is obviously hydration. You need to keep all 4 of those in check to keep yourself healthy and make sure that you don't die from starvation, malnutrition, or dehydration in the game. Also, this watch, which they don't tell you, if you scroll with your mouse wheel, you can get the time, the month, the day, all that good stuff, as well as a compass with coordinates on it, which you'll need once you get a map later in the game. You have to navigate the old-fashioned way. There's not just like an icon as you move around or a mini-map or anything like that. You actually have to figure out where you're at based on your location, which is really cool. So we need some protein because our proteins are low. So we're going to eat this protein bar real quick.
Well rested and well fed.
Perfect. And keep it that way. We need that brain of yours working at peak performance.
I'll try to take good care of it. Have you found them yet?
See, and as expected, they don't want to talk. They behave as if I am not here.
But they haven't driven you away. That's a good sign. You need to convince them that you're one of them.
Agreed. That seems to be the right course of action. I will sleep on the edge of the village and only eat what I can find.
Just be careful, please.
I will. But if I am to live like them, we can't be talking so often.
You're right. They're suspicious of technology.
If anything goes wrong, I'll leave the village and get you on the radio. Otherwise, you can assume everything is just fine and there is no need to worry.
All right. Let's focus on the goal. I'll be focusing on indexing new plant species. I think I saw a few new specimens around here.
Alright, cool. So next we need to check the bulletin board for this. So we're looking for tobacco leaves, which is going to be our basic band-aid for healing ourselves if we get cuts or scrapes. And then we need to go to the north. So if we look at our watch, we need to go this way. Again, hold shift to run. And then we're going to come over to this corner. You can go and explore and check stuff out and collect items. But this is the fastest way to get through the tutorial. Or the most direct route to do it. So then you're going to climb this rope. Hold W to climb up. And you should get a cutscene.
Oh, fuck me. Mia, I know I was supposed to not call, but a line snapped and I fell down a good 30 feet.
Just Mio, are you okay?
I'm not sure.
Hold on. I'll walk away a bit so they can't hear you. Let me know once you have checked yourself.
Okay, so we need to inspect our body and see where we are injured and what kind of injury we have. So if you hold C and go to the magnifying glass, you can inspect yourself, and then you can check all four arms, both your arms and both your legs, all 4 limbs, and then by holding the right mouse button, you can rotate and look at your body.
That's definitely not good.
See if there's anything there. Usually, it's only going to be on one limb. So we got injury on our arm here.
It's all right. Nothing's broken. Just scratches and bruises. Nothing to worry about.
In the jungle, every scratch can be dangerous. You need to patch everything up. Do you remember how to do it?
I'm going to say yes.
Yes,
I'll just
I
walk
do.
you through it.
Mullenaria. Long, smooth, acute leaf, surrounded by yellow flowers.
That's it.
Okay, I'll go look for it.
You should have it in your notepad. Call me when you've treated your wound.
Roger that. Over and out.
So if you don't know what to look for, you have references in your notepad for not only your injuries, so this will tell you how to take care of yourself, but then this plant one will tell you what all the different plants do, whether they're safe to eat or how you can use them for healing. So this is the one we're looking for. Got these long, slender leaves with the little yellow flowers at the bottom, and we're going to use those as basic bandages. So there's one right here, right around the corner from the cliff. So we're going to chop it down and collect the leaves. Once you do that, you need to find the leaves and open your crafting window and just drop a leaf onto the rock to make a bandage. Now that we have a bandage, we need to inspect ourselves again and look at that arm where we are injured, or leg, or whatever you have. And then what you do is you take the leaf bandage and you put it on the white circle, and then he should start to heal himself. This game seems to be a little glitchy with stuff like that, where if like it'll tell you to put it somewhere and it won't lock on. So sometimes you have to play with where you drop items, or like where you're trying to grab stuff. So like there's leeches in the game that you have to pull off, and sometimes like you try to grab the leech and he won't grab it, but if you grab a little bit below it, then he will. It's a little buggy about that, but otherwise the gameplay is pretty smooth. And as you can see, now we have the bandaged hand in the bottom left, just above our health bar. That's on a cooldown, or a little timer, and then once that grays out completely, then we should be fully healed from our arm injury.
Here I am, all wrapped up nicely.
Does it hurt?
Not much.
Good. Hopefully, it will heal fast.
So, how are you doing?
I'll be initiated in a few days. I am optimistic. I expect to be treated as one of their own after that, and I should be able to ask some questions then. Some elders are opposed to this, though. Luckily, Chief Kuini is on my side.
Why are they opposed?
I think they were divided even before I joined them. The chief wanted to approach the World Health Alliance peacefully, but a few of the elders insisted on fighting. Now, the Jabahuaca basically have two factions.
Sounds dangerous, Mia. Be careful.
I'm not in any danger. Told you, I'm optimistic. Jake, please come in. Jake, I need you here. Jake, please. Please answer me.
Mia? What happened? Mia, speak to me. Mia! What the hell's going on over there?
I think you can run in any direction to get the cutscene. You just gotta run out of your tent. And there you have it. That is the introductory to Green Hell, at least for the story mode. That's the tutorial. I hope this answered any questions that you might have run into. I know I ran into a couple things, especially like trying to get that stupid fire to get started. But if not, you know, hey.
Hello?
I'll let him talk here.
Jake, what the hell is going on there? Come on, speak to me, Jake. ¿Por qué no me respondes?
Mia! Mia? damn it, this radio.
Okay.
Hello? Can anyone hear me? I had an accident. I don't know what happened. Please, help? Over.
Okay. So now the tutorial's all done. So this is where you will start the story mode at. It should always be it is always the same every time you play the story mode. And for my next guide video, we'll be talking about my next 3 videos, we'll be talking about the 3 basics of survival. That is what you need to start with. You need to establish a shelter, you need to find a sustainable food source, and then you need to find clean water in that order. And that's what the next videos are going to be about, and I'll help you get started, and then you can kind of go and explore the jungle from there. But surviving is your number 1 goal at this moment. Again, I hope you found this video helpful. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss out on my future Green Hell video guide videos, as well as my other video game content. I do cover other games as well. And of course, I am live streaming now on Facebook. That's Cloak and Daggers Gaming is my Facebook page, and you can watch me live there. If you have any questions, you can drop them in the comments down below, or you can ask me during one of my live streams, which are Mondays and Thursdays are my scheduled stream nights, and then I'll be just kind of randomly streaming in between. So make sure you follow so that you get the notifications for all my live streams. I think that's going to do it. I'll have links down and below for everything. And until next time, guys, you have a good one.